What's up, everyone? Father here with another exciting, I hope, Backyard Baseball 2001 contest here. Getting set up with my Integrity recording with the pets and passcode here. Okay, so now we are good to get into our game here, game number 11 of season 11. It's been a rough season for us from actually doing well against our human opponents perspective, at least, as we won our first 3 and have lost the preceding 7 to go to 3-7. But got our second matchup against the Reds today. This time we are at the Reds after playing them at home the first time. So I've got a lot of divisional matchups here to close things out. So our second games against the Reds, Brewers, and Giants. And we'll also be taking on the Melonheads at Ekman in week 13. But again, this is going to be our game number 11 here. I just wanted to show my season stats so far. Definitely getting carried run production wise by Susan and Fabienne. Pablo doing some stuff at the top of the order. Kind of need him there, I think, still, but it is a little clunky how all this has been going, and maybe would be better off rearranging our order a little bit. There's not been a whole lot of opportunities, I guess, coming around from the bottom of our lineup back to the top for Pablo. There's been a few still. I feel like if we do get back to Pablo with Chucky Hernan on, he's still going to be our best shot to drive them in. But something I may start thinking about a little more and look out for in this one. See if we can make some positive changes to how things are going here. But otherwise, I think we're gonna leave everything else as is, like lineup wise. As we play at Parks Department, field number 2 this week. We will once again always start with Chucky on the mound and see how things go from there. But this Reds squad, good arm Aaron at third base. Vicky, not the strongest arm, but still a solid shortstop. Gary Allen in right field, don't really expect to be able to take advantage of him too much, and not going to be a whole lot of room in the left center field gap with Maynard and Fred out there, so that is something to keep an eye on. Going to be a little tough there. Cena, solid at second base. Not like a stud defender, but for a second base person is probably pretty close to a stud defender in this league. Reese over at first base. Sonia Hagen, unclear, on the mound. She probably most often gets relieved by Aaron, but might end up going to second base instead. And she is a very good fielder, so doesn't really mess up their defense wherever she goes. Scotty Roth, good catcher behind home plate. So this is going to be interesting. This is not actually maybe a traditional Parks Department team that we're playing here, but a couple big power hitters still. Zena, Fred, and Gary in particular, and some good all-around players as well. So solid team and no major holes I think I can take advantage of on defense at least. So we'll just come out here and put the best swings we can on the ball and see what we can do. Again, leading things off with Pablo and starting off with line drive swing. A line drive is plenty of power here to get it over the fence, if we get a good enough pitch to do so. Foul off the first pitch for a strike. Watch the second one go by a little bit above Pablo's strike zone for a ball. That one also looks like a ball. So 2-1 for Pablo. Perfectly happy to start things off with a walk here if offered. Looked pretty much definitely like a strike there though, and we foul it back to go to 2-2. Get another, I think, strike, and foul it back to go to stay at 2-2, I should say. That one's quite a bit inside. So full count for Pablo, start things off. Another strike, I think. Another foul ball. And Pablo gives that one a ride to left field for a line drive. Solo home run to lead the game off. .410 feet to left center. Maynard and Fred are going to have a much harder time catching the ball if we just hit the ball over the fence instead. Of course, would have rather had some runners on. Pablo, like I said, almost entirely solo home runs in this season. That, again, is probably a problem of lineup construction, but take our runs where we can get them this season.
I'm going to smash the ball out of here.
Let's see if Ashley and Sydney can set up Susan. And Sonia misses low with her first pitch to Ashley for ball one. Looked like a strike, was a strike, swung right through it. As Ashley hits the ball well to left, but Maynard settles under it for the catch. Didn't get quite enough on it to knock it out, and didn't hit it quite softly enough to fall in for a base hit. So 1 out after that liner from Ashley is caught by Maynard. And Sydney up to take the first pitch and the second pitch for balls to go to 2-0. Third pitch, also ball, and for Sydney here we will not be swinging, no matter what. Not an amazing pitch to hit anyways from Sonia. We're probably taking this pitch almost no matter what, too. Does get called for a strike on the high and outside part of the strike zone, so full count. And we draw a walk. With Susan up in particular, we're pretty happy to hang out in line drive, I think. Just try to poke it over the fence instead of going all out with a power swing. Nasty pitch from Sonia there that does catch the strike zone. First pitch with the ball though, so 1-1 for Susan. That one should be a strike, okay. Zone tricking me there. So 1-2 now on Susan. And Susan goes opposite field for a 2-run home run. Nice swing from her. 1 foot for every day in the year, not including leap years. And helping us get off to a early 3-0 lead. We'll bring up Jordan Thorner with nobody on and 1 out in the inning. I think even with all these arms, our best bet is just going to be to try to grounder it somewhere. Hope it finds a little hole in the defense or something. Okay, well, our best chance of getting on is a walk, but that's a little less reliable most of the time. Jordan hits that one. That's foul? I don't know about that, but okay. It looked like it skipped inside the base for a fair ball and then would have bounced foul after that for probably would have ended up a ground rule double, but okay. Calling it foul on me. It's a little rough. I don't really know why the crowd is clapping for me as the visitors at Parks Department whenever I take a ball, but Jordan hits that grounder in the air for no good reason. Had to swing at it with a full count. Looked definitely like a strike, but gotta get that ball on the ground, Jordan. Instead, an easy catch for Sonia. That'll bring up Vincent with 2 outs and nobody on. Takes first pitch for a strike. Takes second pitch for a strike as well. Just a bit high, thankfully. It's not a sarcastic, just a bit high this time. Now it stayed inside, and we whiff right through it with Vincent. So we let the Reds get a strikeout on us. 3 runs on 2 hits. That's pretty rare for us. Also means we're fortunately going to have Fabienne leading off next inning with nobody on. But hopefully she'll just give us a big power swing anyways. Solo home run is better than an out, or getting Fabienne stuck on the bases, which is almost like an out. Maynard McElroy leading things off for the Reds here, and has worked it to a 1-2 count and then goes down on strikes from Chucky Flinders' left hooks. So 1 down in the inning, and personally pretty happy to just not have anybody on base for Xena here. Instead, she just kind of hits a weak ground ball up the middle. Fielded moderately well by Sydney, thrown across to Ashley for out number 2. Which again, kind of thankfully leaves nobody on for Fred Benson here. Who does about the same thing as Xena and has the same result. A little bit of a weird bounce there that Ashley had to adjust, or that Sydney, sorry, had to adjust to at shortstop, but makes the play without too much difficulty, and side is retired, 1-2-3, including the 1 strikeout. So, as mentioned, Fabienne up here, top of the second, 3-0 lead for us. Sonia still on the mound, just threw her 33rd pitch. It was a ball inside. So 1 walk and 1 strikeout for her so far. Misses just inside once again. 2-0 for Fabienne. Would like that pitch back, right on that outside part of the strike zone. Love to crush those, but fouled back this time. Ooh, that hook did not hook very much, and so it catches low and inside, taking Fabienne to a 2-2 count. That one was a little bit too far outside, even for me. Means we've got a full count here. And Fabienne does the thing. Not necessarily crushing it, but getting a hold of it enough to knock it over the right center field fence for a 390-foot home run. A lot of stadiums, yeah, that would not have been a home run. It would have bounced off, you know, our walls at Tin Can or paveway or etc. Cement gardens. Bounced off the fence at playground. Probably not even reached the fence at my home field of Beckman, but here at Parks Department, it was enough. So it gives us a 4-0 lead and makes me even sadder that we weren't able to get Jordan on base successfully last inning. But that's alright. We're here with Chucky now, who took first 2 pitches, keeping the bat on his shoulder. 1 for a ball, 1 for a strike. Well, puts that one in play. And he's gonna get a kind of lucky single. As Scotty and Sonia were both pretty aggressively going for the ball. A little awkward situation now with the man up. We're just gonna hopefully not hit into a double play here, but if we could either advance Chucky or just get a force out, single force out somewhere. Alright. Chucky does get out at second. Not a bad location for that hit from man. Pablo is finally going to get, or is going to get a chance with a runner on base. And with who that runner is, we're going to start at least with a power swing, but we'll see what kind of pitches we get from Sonia. That was almost exactly the kind of pitch we would like. Not a great power swing, but well, we got lucky-ish. It is just going to be a short, weird single for Pablo on a high pop-up in the infield.
I'm going to smash the ball out of here.
And all this means we need a pretty good hit from Ashley to move Nan along, or a walk, of course. But, yeah, Pablo not coming through for us there. Yeah, strike, but yeah, I really wanted to be open stance, I think. So, okay to have just swung through that one. That one we're going to take just below the strike zone. So 2-1 on Ashley, 1 out in the inning. Nan on second, Pablo on first. Yeah, I couldn't resist trying to swing at the zigzag to get a power up. Looked like it would have been a ball. Kind of unfortunate. Ashley knocks that one out towards left. Maynard settles under it but cannot make the catch. And Nan is going to trot into third safely. So everyone's safe on that drop from Maynard. And we have bases loaded for Sydney. And if we can get through Sydney, we'll have Susan. One way or another. Sydney walked her first time up. We would be perfectly happy with a walk here as well. Sonia does catch Sydney's taller than average strike zone there for strike 1. Ooh, Sydney crushed that, but pulled it foul. So she's fallen behind quickly, 0-2. Puts that one in play, but easy out of Nan at home. But at least everyone else is safe, so still bases loaded for Susan here. Susan takes first pitch low for ball 1. And smacks a grand slam, left center field. Got a good pitch on the outside part of the plate. Hung in there with just a line drive stance, and got pretty much all that one for a 474-foot grand slam, her second home run of the game, giving her 6 RBIs already, I believe. Whew. Alright, that feels pretty good. 8-0 lead here in the top of the second. It is going to immediately knock out Sonia, bringing Aaron Harris to the mound. Let's see if Jordan can successfully actually line the ball. Nope, he hits pop-up that Aaron is going to settle under. You have the worst grounder swings I have ever seen, Jordan. It's alright, we'll lead things off with Chucky. Actually, no, sorry, with Vincent. Lead off with Vincent to try to get a base runner on for Fabienne if we can, but otherwise, pretty similar situation to the previous inning. I don't know why I'm throwing hooks here to Vicky. Let's just lob a slow ball in. Looked like she actually hit that pretty hard, but foul. Vicky continues to foul it off. Chucky continues to somehow throw strikes with these slow balls. And Chucky ultimately picks up his second strikeout on Vicky there. Again, keeping the bases empty for one of the scarier hitters, Scary Allen. I don't quite understand how he ever misses with a left hook, even though he was locating those slow balls perfectly, but gets back to it with his third hook. So 1-2 count on Gary. It's a hard grounder that, man, fields perfectly at third and rifles across the first base for the second out. And just leave Sonia here, who is a solid hitter. Anything other than a home run, I think she's going to be pretty tired still, but we gave them a little bit of stamina back with our strikeout. Chucky's getting a little wild and is likely, or is guaranteed to come up to bat next inning, so we're going to go ahead and fire off the juice. Pick up another pitching strikeout, which, again, is not necessarily what we want, but it's okay. Better than giving up random solo shots. Vincent put that one in play pretty well. Ooh, with a little more sprinting, he would have been on for Fabienne here. That might come back to bite us, just for having a runner in general. Fewer outs, the better. Fabienne fouls off pitch pretty high in the strike zone. And then crushes one. Yeah, I would have liked to have Vincent on. Second home run, but second solo shot for Fabienne. Just not getting Jordan on either time was pretty frustrating there. But here we are, 424-footer for Fabienne's second home run of the game. I'd still rather have the run and not have a slow Fabienne stuck on first base. It's hard to be too upset as Chucky comes back up for his second time. That was good location for Chucky. And he is going to earn himself a single.
Let's go green.
Makes it fairly likely that we get back around to Pablo, unless we, of course, get doubled up here, which would be terrible. It's going to be... Oof. That was a close one. They took the out at first, which I don't know if I agree with. We did get the out at first, but Reese has no on there. We're just going to run out a line drive swing, and looks like that's going to pay off for us. No, Maynard settles under it, right at the deep part of the fence there. Ugh. Would like that one back too. That's unfortunate. Right at the wall. Maynard makes the catch. So no further runs, just the solo shot from Fabienne in that inning. Thought Pablo got all of that one, but maybe with a power swing it would have been good enough to pop it over the fence. Nice catch from Chucky on a liner back up the middle by Aaron. And anyways, nothing we can do about the previous inning at the bat, so we'll be up with Ashley, Sydney, Susan when we get to the top of the fourth. For now, we're trying to continue putting away these Reds batters. Reese, with a solid hit. And it's not going to be caught by Sydney, so it is a single. I was trying to prevent Fabienne from running into Sydney, but maybe she would have been able to make a play on it if I had sent her out there too. A double play would be nice. A little tough with Reese plus Scotty, though. At least try to, give him a pitch he can make contact with. We got Ann out, but I think our only chance for a double play there was Nan to just catch it and rifle it across to first to get Reese. But Nan dropping it meant we didn't really have a shot at that. So Scotty reaches and 2 outs. And trying to just not have multiple runners on for Zena, who's up after Maynard here. Maynard lays down a bunt. And... wait, no, just... God, what are y'all doing? Well, it was not letting me make the clicks I wanted to make there. And we ultimately end up with 2 runners on for Zena, which, again, was the thing I was actively trying to avoid. Gonna bring Nan in to face her. She hits the ball hard, but right at Susan. Susan comes up big with a catch there. And the side is retired. That was a dangerous chance for this Reds offense. And we are mighty thankful to be out of there with no runs allowed to the AI. Again, up with Ashley here in the top of the 4th. Take the first pitch low below the strike zone for a ball. Put a good swing on the second pitch, but it goes right to Vicky at shortstop. She makes a nice catch.
I'm gonna crush this one.
Bringing up her sister Sydney, who also takes the first pitch low for ball 1. I just need to be taking even more pitches than that. Definitely if they are actually balls. Sydney has already drawn 1 walk in this one. Yeah, that was a strike, but not exactly what I'm looking for. That was about exactly what I was looking for. But Sydney made terrible contact with it, popping it up. Aaron and Scotty almost stopped each other from making the catch, but instead it's going to be our second out, bringing up Susan with nobody on, and she gets a tough pitch to hit on the high and outside part of the strike zone for the first pitch. It's called a strike. The second pitch was actually high for a ball. And then she hits, no, not a home run, right at Fred in center, and he makes the catch. Man, that's 2 warning track outs in our last few batters. Yeah, that sucks. Nobody on in that inning. All 3 of our better hitters all going down. Really need them to be carrying our offense here. We'll leave Nan on the mound for right now as she retires Fred, and that'll dribbler back to her. Brings up Vicky Kawaguchi, who hits the ball harder than I would have expected for her, and nobody fielded it. So it's just going to be a single for her. Ashley didn't go for it. Fabian's too slow to go for it. So Vicky on first with 1 out in the inning. Gary Allen at the plate. Not what we really wanted to happen. Just gonna pick at the corners here with Nan. Be okay if they get call the ball. Not okay with that. Whatever. Thanks, game. Love you too. I mean, yeah, backyard baseball is gonna backyard baseball. That was right about as far on the edge of the strike zone as we can make it. And their streak continues here with a single from Sonia that bounces in front of Pablo, and he took it off his face instead of his glove. So runner on first, and Aaron at the plate, and should be tired still, and if we could just get some weak contact to turn a double play, that would be great. But looks like she might give us a shot here. Alright, we do manage to turn 2, and hopefully that helps us get something going in this inning. As we give up the 2 runs on a Gary Allen home run. And, well, Jordan's been doing so terrible with grounder swing that we're going to try a line drive now. If that ball had been pulled down the third baseline, I think even with Sonia at third, that would have been a single, but pulled foul instead. Or pushed foul, I should say. And then fouls off another pitch to go behind 0-2 here. Whew, okay. Lucky to get a ball with that pitch. And very clearly a ball with that pitch. So, 2-2 the count. Ow. And Jordan fouls off another one to stay alive. And then I just kind of needed to swing there. And he gets there safely. Alright, guess he should have just been line driving the whole time. Of note, we do have an undergrounder swing for use with just Chucky at some point. As Vincent steps in with, again, Jordan on first base. And no outs in the inning. Vincent takes the first two pitches, one for a ball, one for a strike. It's going to be a strike as well. Just barely catching the bottom of the strike zone. So 1-2 for Vincent. And that one will be a ball. Vincent 0 for 2 so far, including a strikeout. Alright, gets another pitch, just barely low, to work it to a full count. Got a strike and whiffed through it for his second strikeout of the game. Would like to have that one back. I actually think he could have made pretty good contact there. Would like to have him on base for Fabienne's third home run of this game, but at least this time she had a runner on. That'll give us a 11-2 lead over the AI at least. And with where we are in the game, chance for us to potentially earn another power-up, etc. We're going to plan on using this undergrounder with Chucky right here. Already the 5th inning. No guarantees that he'll bat again. Looks like it's just going to be a long single anyways, although with that flip throw from Maynard, he actually probably could have made it to second. But pretty happy just to make sure he gets on base there, and we do end up with another undergrounder. Let's see what Nan can do here. This Chucky Nan part of the lineup is a little bit of a struggle, but oh. What is going on? Oh man, Fred guns out Chucky at second base. I've never seen Fred throw that hard in my entire life. Chucky was sprinting in, sliding into second, but he gets thrown out. Could have had 2 on and 1 out for Pablo, instead 1 on, 2 outs. As Pablo takes 2 pitches inside for balls, 1 and 2. It's a line drive out towards Maynard, makes the catch. Hey, frustrating game, frustrating season still. I mean, we're picking up runs just from our couple of consistent power hitters, but I feel like I'm leaving more runs on the board than I'm scoring most of the time. It's been a season of inches on a lot of these defensive plays, particularly. Yeah, now I would personally be personally not very hopeful that I'll get back around to Chucky to use this undergrounder again. So, glad he got to use it once at least. And this is going to be trouble for Reese, once again with a single. Chucky cannot make a clean play at third, and tried to come help, but not in time. Pick up another double play as Scotty hits a little liner back to Nan that was soft enough that Reese got quite a ways off first base, and even a kind of soft throw from Nan was enough. Have to and see what our batting power up is, and if we get a chance to use it or not. Definitely gonna need some hits from the Webbers, as they will lead off once again in the top of the 6th. But yeah, gonna need that Ashley, Sydney, Susan trio to come through much more successfully than their previous endeavors. With our current situation, I am going to switch Chucky in the pitch. And it's getting a little too wild out there. This could be trouble. Yeah. It's going to skip past Fabienne. That means Maynard is on Xena coming up to the plate. Could very easily be another 2-run home run if the AI just kind of decides they don't like me. Yeah, I didn't handle that very well, and it's going to skip past. Why? My clicks are just not quite registering like I would like them to. Can't tell if I'm just missing a little bit, or derping around, or what, but that is going to be called foul, thankfully. So 1-2 count still here for Xena. It's a little dribbler. Vincent Fields throws to first, gets the out. So despite Maynard advancing to third with with a stolen base and then a weird fielding sequence by me, we're able to get out of the inning with no further damage.
I'm gonna crush this one.
And we've earned a crazy bunt for Chucky to go with his undergrounder. But we gotta get to him as Ashley hits it hard, but right at Aaron, who is slightly shifted towards the right side of the field. Yeah, we need some base runners if we're gonna get to our 8th spot in the batting order here. Sydney making some progress towards that with 2 balls taken. And we're going to take this pitch as well. Aaron's given up. I guess she's only actually given up 3 runs because we knocked Sonia out with a grand slam. Alright, single from Sydney. More of a seeing eye kind of thing, but. Susan's been taking some good swings from line drive. I think I want to go power though and just try to clear the bases. Let's see what we get to hit. Could have been actually a good pitch to turn on, but that was a way better pitch to turn on, and she demolishes it to right field for a 2-run home run by Susan Gore. .629 feet. Yeah, glad we took that first pitch. And, got a really nice one to hit there. That's going to keep things alive and give us a shot at getting back to Chucky at least. We also now have Aaron Harris going behind home plate. Scotty Roth taking the mound. Aaron has a good arm, but I would suspect at least is a little bit tired. She throws a lot of fastballs. Yuck. Pretty obvious strike there from Scotty, but swung right through it. It's a good swing from Jordan, right at Zena, but she can't make the catch, and that's going to allow Jordan to reach first safely. I think we're going to test Aaron's arm here, especially on a ball from Scotty. Yep. Steal from Jordan, one of our first steals in quite a while. But what that may open up is a chance for, well, not with something like that. Run, Vincent, run! Oh, he's gonna make it. So from an open stance, I think at least, Vincent pushes it towards first base, and it takes everyone too long to get to it. So pretty legit single from Vincent. Brings up Fabienne for her fourth time. A fourth home run would be spectacular. I think she got it. Get out, ball. Yeah! Sorry, voice cracked a little bit there. Home run number 4 from Fabienne on the day. Whew. Gives us a 16-2 lead and does in fact ensure that Chucky is going to come up and get to use one of his power-ups. Alright, that makes me feel better. I don't know if it's good enough still, but we're putting some runs on the board. Go with Crazy Bunt over Undergrounder, I should say. A little bit lower. Alright, ends up as about the same regardless, I think.
We're doing fantastic.
Chucky is able to sprint a little and get himself to second base safely. Took Gary a little while to read it off the wall. So really high upside didn't come to pass, but pick up a double and bring Nan up with Chucky on second and with 1 out in the inning still. And hits that one. As it turns out, very well. Right back up the middle, but Vicky and Zena kind of fought for it. Neither can make the catch. It gets out to Fred in center. Maybe could have got Chucky to third if I had been risking it the whole time, but pretty happy to give Pablo another shot here. I think with 1 strike still, we're going to try power with him. And we're going to regret it as he hits a high pop-up, called for an infield fly. Man, Pablo got some shots in this one, but did not come through for me.
I'm going to smash the ball out of here.
Now, really counting on Ashley and Sydney. Ashley puts a good swing on it. Maynard settles under and makes the catch. So 16 runs is going to be our total here. Let's see if we can get out of here with no further runs by the Reds. Why was that a fastball? Okay, I tried to pick left hook. I'm just really struggling with basic clicks in this one. Just kind of hoping that doesn't end up being the thing that costs us. As Fred just hits a little grounder back to Chucky, who was able to make the play. Bringing up Vicky, who singled last time and then scored on Gary's home run. So I'd rather not let her single again, but she did. as it skips past Chucky. So that's not great. As both Chucky and Nan are a little tired here.
Batter, 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 batter. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Hey, batter, 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 batter.
Gary pokes it hard out towards right.
That's my sister. That's my sister. That's okay. It's only a game.
This is another run.
Buena jugada.
Just a liner in front of Pablo. But Pablo can't make a play on it well. And relay in towards third with Vicky going to third. Bounces off. Chucky does not go out of play, but goes far enough that Vicky is able to come around and score. So another kind of frustrating defense thing here. Of course, may not matter at all, but may end up proving costly. That's not exactly what I was trying to do, but looks like we're going to end up with a random double play there. I was just trying to go to first to make a play in case Nan dropped it, but Gary decided to go to third, and we ultimately get him out in a rundown between second and third. So I'll end it. Would have got a third power-up for Chucky if we had any chance to use it, but it didn't really matter. And, well, we win our side, 16-3, so, I don't know, we had some good things. Fabienne was crushing the ball whenever she came up to plate, loved to see that, but, some major struggles still by Pablo, who definitely had some RBI opportunities, but kind of flubbed pretty much all of them. Just the one really lucky one, the one ripped line drive home run to start things off, and everything else, anytime he had runners on base, did not come through for us. But Susan and Fabienne, thankfully, were both hitting the ball well and accounted for 15 of our 16 RBIs there. So yeah, they were good, and really nobody else was. But had some good singles otherwise, but yeah, a lot of frustration in this one still. And that's going to do it for us this week. We'll see what our actual result is. Actually don't know if they've played or not yet, so we'll wait and see. But thanks for tuning in if you made it through all this.